Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Hero Brew podcast. I'm Mac.
Cam.
What up? I'm Austin.
Awesome, my guy. What up, everyone?
What up, dude? What's happening?
How you guys doing?
Good, doing good.
Living life.
Living life? Hell yeah. Yo,
You know how it is.
we got an episode for you guys.
But we got a good one.
On today's episode, we're going to be talking about episode 2 of the It Welcome to Derry show.
Derry.
Initial thoughts, it's a crazy show, but
Wild.
I'm really excited about it. We got some news too that we're going to run through, and then we're going to finish off with a little agree or disagree section for it. So, you guys ready to kick it off?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, always ready.
Austin, dude, do you need to pick me up? I think you need to pick me up.
I would have to go get it. I forgot to grab it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I think you need to pick me up real quick. Dude, Cameron. Whoa, what is that,
That was
Austin?
hella fast.
That was magical.
Quick,
Did you see how quick that was? I'm locked in with this magic mind.
Dude,
There
tell
it
us
is.
about it a little bit.
Yeah, tell us about it, dude.
Dude, it's a mental performance shot that keeps
Uh-huh.
you locked and loaded, ready to tackle the day and really,
Go.
tackle this news that I've got acclimated here on our...
You do have a lot of news.
I gotta be locked in, dude, so I gotta take my magic mind.
But tell the peeps where they can find it, how they can get it, dude.
You can find this on
magicmind.com, right?
magicmind.com. Use code Hero Brew.
Hero
And
Brew
I bel-
20.
Hero Brew 20. Sorry, forgot the actual
Yeah.
code. Hero Brew 20 on magicmind.com. And Max, can you remind me of what the discount total is on percentage wise?
Yeah, as of right now, it's you get 20% off Magic Mind bundle. I think if it's your first time doing it, you get an additional 50% off. So you get total 70%. Quick math.
Dude,
That's a lot of money off. I'll
that's
say
a
that.
lot of
Let me
money.
tell you, it's great. It helps us perform to our best.
Mhm.
And so
Shout out.
I just feel better when I drink it. Feel
Same.
calmer, which is pretty cool. You know, not a lot of stuff like we take like supplement wise, I think does that. And I think it's just a good start to your day or a good pick me up in your afternoon, you know? And so,
Definitely.
yeah, check us out, Hero Brew 20 on magicmind.com. Yeah, let's get the episode started.
All right, boys, we got some news. I'm going to rip through this because we want to get to our main topic of discussion, episode 2 of It, Welcome to Derry. So the news that we had for the week, not a whole lot, just a lot of little, tidbits here and there. I'll start it off with some good news. We had Clayface wrapping its filming this past week. It will be in theaters on September 11th of 2026. So looking forward to that one with Tom Rhys-Harris starring as Clayface. We got some big confirmations today. Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, I believe it's Weisz, right?
Mhm.
Pronouncing that correct? Rachel Weisz will be returning for the new Mummy movie that will be coming out, I believe, next year or 2 years. Might be
Yeah,
wrong.
pumped for it.
Yeah, which is super dope. I personally haven't seen the movies in a really long time. I felt kind of like an idiot earlier when you guys were talking about it. I was like, oh, I really need to rewatch these. But
So
yeah,
you're
that's
saying
pretty
we
big
need
news.
to rewatch it together and then we can
Dude.
do a podcast about it?
That would be
A little dive into the Mummyverse, dude.
let's get mummified.
Just part 1 and part 2, though.
Yeah, not part 3. From what I know, part 3 is not worthy.
Just from what me and Cameron said.
From what my colleagues have told me, steer away from Project 3. But moving to our next bit of news, I thought this was pretty interesting because I loved, playing Call of Duty growing up, learning about all the storylines for each game. We got confirmation that Taylor Sheridan and Peter Berg are going to be developing a live-action Call of Duty movie. Sheridan previously directed Sicario, which is a dope movie. And I think that it will go well into a live action Call of Duty film with the action and the, really in-depth, like dramatic scenes of those types of like war elements.
Mm-hmm.
And then Peter Berg is best known for directing Deepwater Horizon. I haven't seen that one in a really long time. I watched it, I think, maybe one time, but from what I remember, it was good. I might be wrong. But he's set to direct the movie with Sheridan being a co-writer for the film, which should be pretty exciting and pretty, I think that the film should be good, but who knows? It could flop. I'm hoping it doesn't, but
Just if they give us the ending of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I'm going to
Mhm.
cry in theaters.
dude,
When
literally,
you're, when you're on the bridge and you watch Briggs die and...
Spoiler
Dude.
alert, dude. I still didn't finish it.
Dude, it came out like
think they'll
15,
recreate-
16 years ago.
There's no way they recreate the no Russian mission, right? That'd be
Dude, I
terrifying.
mean, I think the best if they're gonna like follow like one of the campaigns as a movie, either Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2.
They could do both and just piece them.
Best storylines for a campaign for sure.
Yeah, I agree. So that should be good. I'm excited for that. That's going to be something to be on the lookout for. I'm not sure when that one's set to release, but it's been in the talks for a while. I think they just confirmed the actual co-writer and director for this film. Moving to our next bit of news, we got our first teaser for the Godzilla -1 sequel titled Godzilla -0.
Mm.
Not a lot to the teaser trailer itself. It was just more so like a title card, I guess you would call it. And it just kind of gave us a quick look at like dramatic build up to see what the name was going to be for the film, which I thought was sick. I love Godzilla -1. One of my favorite films I've seen in a while, to be honest with you. I'm really excited for this film. And it's going to be, it's super.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I saw that one in theaters too, and it was like I was like worried that I wasn't gonna get into it, but dude, they just knocked it out of the park. I forget what the production company is from Japan that put this one together, but it's the first one was great. Sequel, I'm hoping is just as good, if not better. One other bit of news that's not on here that I wanted to mention: Predator: Badlands comes out this week, Friday, November 7th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that will
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, that will be hitting theaters this week. So that's going to be super dope. I'm seeing it
Time
sometime.
is flying by.
Yeah, crazy. The Running Man is next week.
It's almost Christmas, dude.
Yeah. So
it's
got a couple
Avatar
of good
time.
movies.
It's almost Thanksgiving. It's almost Thanksgiving.
It's almost trailer season, Max, for Avatar.
Yeah, dude. Avatar time.
He said, "I'll be there for the trailer."
I can't wait to do the podcast for that.
I'll buy a ticket and just walk out.
Oh my god! Come on, dude.
You better stay and watch that whole movie.
Yeah, I could
for podcast purposes.
What should be the most amazing movie to ever come out?
It probably will be, honestly.
No.
But yeah, that's going to be exciting. Like I said, we had Predator: Badlands coming out this week, The Running Man next week. I think there's one the following week after that. I have to double check my facts, but Avatar's like 2 weeks after that. So it's like we're on a good run of movies here in the next month. Jumping to Marvel news. So where do I want to start? We'll start with Wilson Bethel, who plays Bullseye in Daredevil. Confirmed that Dex will be returning for Daredevil season 3, which was confirmed, which is super exciting. I'm wondering if he's not in season 2 at all.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sure he is.
Will be.
But it's just a confirmation, essentially saying like he survives season 2.
I mean,
well,
dude,
who knows?
It could be flashbacks. It could be whatever.
He stuck around for a long time in the comics, so I'm sure they're making it that way for TV as well.
Yeah, I agree. So that's exciting. Definitely a great character in the Daredevil series. So that's something that I'm pretty excited about. I'm sure you guys are as well. Our boy Damson Idris is still fielding questions and speculation towards him stepping forward as the next Black Panther. I believe in his most recent interview, he essentially replied to the question saying like, no, I know nothing about that, and like kind of smirked while answering it. And like, it just seems like all these answers he's giving are very, like I can't say anything, but like, hey, deep down, we all know you're not hiding it. We know. But yeah, that's exciting. If so, definitely, a big, a set of shoes to step into. And I don't know if that you would ever like really fill those shoes, but just moving forward with that character and putting someone else in place, I think will be very exciting. To our next bullet point, we got some confirmation from Elizabeth Olsen that she would love to work alongside Aubrey Plaza's character of Death, which we saw in Agatha All Along, which I believe in the comics, they have a lot of interaction. That could be completely incorrect, but it's definitely something that would be exciting because they are both really like dark characters. And I think that they would coincide pretty well with each other, or maybe they would clash. Who knows? I think that, Wanda with the Darkhold has become this, entity where she's empowering the dark demonic side of, Marvel. And then Death is, she's Death. So this would be cool to see how they would interact. Maybe there'd be some conversation about her kids, things like that. Who knows? But yeah, I think that would be pretty exciting to see those two share the screen.
Could you guys see Aubrey Plaza's Lady Death kind of introduce the storyline with Josh Brolin's Thanos, since they're so tight in comic book history.
Love interest, right?
Yeah. He did everything for her. It would be interesting seeing those two kind of like on screen together.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I mean, I think we'll get another version of Thanos, so we'll probably see something
Yeah,
along
we
those
have
lines.
to we
I
have to
think-
get the King Thanos, because
Yeah,
they're making a whole ride about it at Disneyland.
Right.
Yeah, it would have to be a completely different version of Thanos, just because, like, his whole reasoning for wanting to destroy half the universe is not to bring balance, like in the MCU movies.
Right.
It's just for Lady Death.
That's just for her, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see.
King Thanos, maybe. That's what I'm saying. Next bit of news was from an interview with Simu Liu with The Hollywood Reporter. He sat down with an interviewer from their site, essentially talking about Avengers Doomsday. One of the biggest quotes that we got from the interview itself is that, in quotes, it's going to blow people's minds, which we all kind of expected. He noted throughout the interview a couple of cool things that I, thought were of interest for us. He noted that the coolest thing about this movie is, like, not only the plot, the story, the things that we're looking forward to and trying to speculate, but also, the actors and the actresses that are playing their characters respectfully. It's worth price admission alone. Like, you're going in to see these old school characters playing these roles that they played so long ago and getting to reprise those roles. And I think that he, as a fan of Marvel, growing up watching the X-Men films, things like that, reading the comics, he's probably in this kind of fanboy phase as well, just like all of us. So I think that that's really cool to see that the actors and actresses on this film are having their own moments of, like, realization, like, man, I'm a part of this huge project. There's a lot of sense of, like, value and worth to that I think is super special, and I think that that's only going to make this film so much better. He also noted that he was a little bit shocked getting to meet Sir Ian McKellen and seeing him reprise his role as Magneto. I think we all would, to be honest. Like, if you're on set with Sir Ian McKellen and seeing him play Magneto, I think I would fanboy out a little bit. I mean, it's cool to see a big name actor like this probably having the same reaction as all of us. So I
make sure there's no, like,
dude, seriously,
I'll, like, throw my keys. I'm like, I don't have keys, but I'll be like,
imagine
nope.
He's just looking at Sir Ian McKellen, and then all of a sudden Michael Fassbender walks up and taps him on the shoulder. Panic. I would freak out. Be like, nah, we can't have this. Too much Magneto in this room. And then the last little bits of news I got from the Christian Harloff channel on YouTube. Shout out. He had an interview a recording in which he talked about a few things in the Marvel world. I saw a couple of other outlets on X that were quoting and using some of this information. So one of the big ones is that Marvel has made several versions of the trailer for Avengers Doomsday, and they're currently contemplating or deciding which one they actually want to release. There's rumor that one of the versions shows Peggy and Steve Rogers, but they're not in their costumes. So I'm wondering if it's just like them essentially.
A flashback scene.
Yeah.
This movie is going to pick up from the ending of Endgame.
Yeah.
Absolutely is.
So I'm going to predict that that's the one they're probably going to use if that's already kind of leaked a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe they find out about this and they're like, nah, we got to pivot and go the other way. But
yeah, I think it's almost like, I want to say, it's when I saw it, I was like, shoot, like, that is pretty crazy. But at the same time, I feel like it's normal for movies to have, like, several different versions of a trailer.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially like a big movie like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they want to know, like, I think they want to know, like, which ones they want to put out that will bring the audience, right? And then which ones, like, does it show too much? Does it show not enough? All this stuff. So,
right.
You can never trust their trailers anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we all saw in Infinity War.
They have to get that trailer to the level of Infinity War.
It won't be. There's no way.
Because
I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping it is.
Nothing will ever beat that.
I'm just saying it won't, so my expectations are so low.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like, this movie's gonna suck.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, terrible movie. All this stuff I just said.
Please let it be a 10 out of 10.
Horrible. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to read and hear about. I think that, like you said, there are multiple trailers that are probably going to be released over the next, year? A little over a year, actually, December 18th. So I think we'll get quite a few. We'll probably get one either maybe attached to Avatar. like a teaser.
We'll
I
for
mean, it
sure
will-
get
it will
one.
be.
We'll for sure get one before Brand New Day in theaters.
Right. Yeah, I think we'll get a Super Bowl teaser too. Like that's one of the biggest platforms in which commercials are watched, and I think that that's really where we're going to see something that highlights. I mean, that's where we got the Deadpool and Wolverine, like with Ryan Reynolds sitting on the couch and be like, "Hey, Hugh, do you want to come back and play Wolverine one more time?" Like that's where we first learned about that.
Yeah.
You just had to bring up that Super Bowl, huh?
Sorry. Hey, the commercials were great. Come on, who was halftime that year?
Who was halftime that year?
Kendrick
I
was
just
last
remember the
year.
Niners losing.
Okay, all right.
All right.
All right, moving to our next bit of news. The following saga after this Avengers Doomsday film and Secret Wars, we've learned is going to be essentially the mutant saga. From what, Christian has learned and what we've kind of been predicting, it's going to be, a focus on the mutants, the X-Men, storylines of that. The big rumor essentially coming out right now is that Cyclops is going to be the major focus. At first he said Cyclops and the Summers family, but then he corrected himself to essentially say Cyclops in particular, which I thought was really cool. Another side note was that Wolverine won't be in the main spotlight, which I thought was kind of interesting. I think Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the previous X-Men films was a very big focal point. I mean, he's still playing the role at this point. Like,
Well,
he's
yeah,
meant to
he was the main character of the Fox films,
Right.
Which I mean was a good thing for them. They just made
Right.
Cyclops but they made him not the character.
obsolete.
Yeah, he's not the character he's supposed to be. He had like some good moments, but just never picked up, especially in X2.
Mm-hmm.
And then X3 is just a throwaway.
Right.
I'm like, whatever, dude.
Dude, you see the Cyclops in like X-Men 97. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and you see like Wolverine's a big part of the show, but he's not the main character at all.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's a lot of characters on that team, so I think they should focus on other people because we don't want to do the exact same thing we did 20 years ago.
Yeah, no.
So 25 years ago. So it's like
they got to start fresh, and they got to take their own, swing at the X-Men, universe. It's noted that Kevin Feige is a huge fan of the X-Men for sure. I mean, he was involved in the original films, I believe, executive producing. So he wants to get it right,
I know. We need Schwarzenegger's son?
Dude, Patrick, you want him to play Cyclops?
Hell yeah, dude.
That's Scott right there.
It's like the biggest fan cast I think I've seen for him so far.
I have seen that. I mean, he played
Because
he
was in Gen V.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He played
his name.
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy, yeah.
Golden Boy.
Yeah, Golden Boy. Mm-hmm. And it's
good.
like he played that role really well. Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to go younger because I think this mutant saga is gonna last probably.
Yeah, it's gonna be the main focus. So unless they split up the movies into like different mutants, which would be cool too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just hire me, Marvel.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, well, some of the villains we're gonna see are what, like Mr. Sinister for sure. We'll have to at some point. Apocalypse again. I think they'll try to get Apocalypse right.
They're gonna do Apocalypse right for sure.
They would probably have to like build into that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't be, or like and then Mr. Sinister. I mean, Mr. Sinister was in 2015 Secret Wars.
Well, that too, yeah. That is
Big
true.
character in there.
Mm-hmm.
Big part of at least the final one.
I wonder if they like from the Secret Wars film they kind of like blend it into.
We'll see who they introduce. I mean, they've been casting for a while, so it's like I wouldn't be surprised if something like you see the new characters. I mean, I'm really, really excited about the future of the MCU.
Let me ask you, do you guys think that we get another chair reveal before Doomsday comes out?
I don't know if it would help.
You don't think so?
I don't know if it will help or like
it'd be too revealing.
I wouldn't be mad if we didn't get one.
Yeah. I feel like
and I don't think I would be like extremely happy if.
Yeah.
I think if we were to get one, it would be cool. I don't think it would do anything though. I'd be like, okay, cool. Now these characters are confirmed. It's like, okay, cool.
Right.
It's just gonna be the missing characters that we already think of, unless they do completely different names, which if they do a chair reveal, I would assume it's for the new X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
But or freaking at least have Halle Berry on a chair. I don't think she was on a chair.
They have to, dude.
If they're gonna recast,
there's
Magneto,
no X-Men without her.
I hope they just bring back Michael Fassbender.
That dude.
Yeah, we'll see.
That Magneto was just crazy.
Yeah, he did amazing with that role.
Mm-hmm. So Marvel, if you're listening, we got some ideas. Just keep listening to the podcast, and you'll learn more what your fans want. And who knows? A lot of people may not agree with us, but hey, we're here. Send us some messages where we'll talk about it. But yeah, those were the bits of news that I thought were noteworthy from this past week. Not a whole lot, but I did, I enjoyed a few of these things, and I figured we would enjoy talking about, the Mutant Saga for sure, and then the trailer for Avengers Doomsday. But I think it's time to get spooky again and talk a little bit more about our main topic of discussion. Welcome to Derry, episode 2. So, Cameron, you want to take this away?
I got you.
Let's do it.
They all say a smile is something special.
No.
Oh, no.
Well, that intro, guys.
Such a sinister title. Like,
that intro was unexpected but amazing at the same time.
I was hearing the song, I was just like so happy. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then you just see, I was like, all right.
I'm never skipping it. Every episode, I'm never skipping it. Just like how Peacemaker.
Yeah.
You just
can't. About those HBO shows in there.
Do you guys think the intro is going to change, or it's going to be the same the whole time? Like, you think we'll get like new comic strips?
We might. I mean, they may just do different. Max is like, please no.
I closed my eyes during the intro.
What?
Come on. What?
I was like,
you didn't see Pennywise on the side of the building with a gun shooting?
Dude had a pistol. Just.
I did not actually. Was that in there?
Yeah, it was from the
1930s
time that he was attacking people.
No.
Yeah, it's actually pretty important.
This
to
episode. This episode was scary.
Actually, this is too much. I can't do this.
Yeah. So what was your guys'
I had a couple
first
of moments.
Yeah.
This, like, in this episode for sure, where I was just like, dude, this is gonna be really like through the first 2 episodes where it's. I'll quit talking. We'll talk more about it.
No, you're good. I mean, they're making up for the second It movie. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I agree.
They're doing some good things, but
it just it creeped me out.
Yeah.
So is that your first reaction? It creeped you out?
First reaction was what the hell? CGI is a little weird. But
some of the scenes, yes.
Yeah, and some of the scenes I was like, okay, come on. I'm like, okay, it's still a TV show, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like creepy, but I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
And I'll talk about it once we talk about our favorite scenes.
Yeah. Austin, what about you? First gut reactions?
I'm enjoying it. Enjoying it is not the correct term. It's a better depiction than the second movie, and I'm really into this and engaged.
Mm-hmm.
There's moments where I don't enjoy this because it's like, man, this is a lot. But I mean, you got to remember, this is what it is. This is what the story is. Like, the book is way worse than all the movies and the show so far. So yeah, I mean, I'm just excited. That's my initial reaction: excitement, and just ready for the rest of the season to come out. This is one of those ones that I kind of wish it wasn't week to week.
I'm right there
wish
with
it was
you.
a binge.
I'm so into this story right now. We're just waiting for the next episode. It's stupid. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to watch it all.
Yeah, it's one of those big shows for sure.
Getting 2 more seasons. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's super cool. So, but yeah, that's my first impression. What about you?
Mine? I just said.
Did you?
Yeah, he just said it. He just talked about it the whole time.
No, it was. I let edge of my seat. I'm ready for every episode, and I'm just so drawn into the story. You're asking him?
I meant his reaction. Sorry.
Peacemaker, what are you doing over there, dude? Dude, Peacemaker is that dog, dude.
Yeah, he is.
How does that fit him so well?
Big head.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
John Cena head.
That's John Cena back there.
Yeah.
No offense, John Cena.
He just stands up.
We love you. Come on the podcast.
Yeah, come on the podcast. I don't think you have a big head.
No, but if you guys had to describe kind of like the vibe of this episode we got, like either one word or like a short phrase, what would it be and why?
Creepy.
Creepy. Okay. Why?
Do you want me to explain it?
Yeah. What's your explanation?
Okay, it's creepy. First of all, the scene in the bed. Right?
Okay.
She's waking up.
I forgot about.
At first, I thought it was an eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I was like, wait a minute. Is she inside someone's stomach? I was like, oh my God. And then she punched out and she they give birth. And I was like, that's freaking creepy. And then it was the dead mom. And I was like, that's creepy. And then her vagina had teeth, and I was like, that's creepy.
That's Pennywise, dude.
Yeah, I was like, that's creepy.
him?
It looked like a Demogorgon, from
Yeah. Shout out
I was
Stranger
like,
Things.
wait a minute, and then she bit the umbilical cord. Creepy. Spoiler, by the way.
Yeah, full spoilers.
This is full
spoilers
spoiler.
ahead.
Yeah.
If you're listening to the podcast, this is
I
why
didn't
we're
say who.
releasing
I
it.
didn't say who was sleeping in the bed,
Yeah.
but
She said, "You ripped me apart." I said,
Pickle
"Oh."
jar's creepy, dude. Come on, everything was creepy about it. Even the
Austin,
creeps.
what about you?
I
Say
mean, yeah,
creepy.
creepy is a really good word. I would say probably creepy or like sinister, like that.
Mhm.
I mean, sinister and creepy are like the two that I keep going back to with this show for sure. Or like suspense, like suspenseful, sinister, or creepy are the three.
Yeah.
There's just like that whole. I think that the sinister and the suspenseful like portion of it would be more so like in the grocery store when she's just walking around and you hear like the speaker going off and it just keeps saying different things about
I
like
wasn't even worried about the speaker.
I know you just keep seeing the little
intercom. I wasn't when the dude was following her on her neck.
yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, this is freaking creepy, dude.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
like, and stop smiling like that. He just comes in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, that's
stop
like
it. Please stop. Like
That's
that
like
was
his-
that was the creepiest part.
Yeah.
The convenience store was the creepiest part, dude.
It's just
the
so
aisles moved and I was like,
dude. And she gets boxed in. Like I'm like, okay,
yeah,
we didn't need that. Like
no,
you didn't
dude.
need to trap her. She's already tripping.
I'm never gonna eat pickles again, dude.
Yeah. See, I've already been ahead of the curve.
I was kind of craving pickles.
When
You're
you
weird.
watch that,
Yeah.
You're weird.
I love pickles, dude.
that's sick.
I was like, put me in that situation.
It just reassured my hatred.
You said, "Hey, Dad."
He said, "How about a kiss for Papa?" I'm like, okay, absolutely
Why
not,
was that so good?
dude.
It was pretty good, dude.
Because I'm the voice actor for that character in the show. Imagine.
What? Your
Breaking news from the Hero Brew here.
Your pickle
Pickle
head?
Rick.
But yeah, that would be mine. Just such a good show. Like, the more I think about it, like I forgot about the bed scene. In all honesty, I don't know how you forget about that, but when he brought it up, I just genuinely was like, "Oh yeah, that scene happened this episode."
I'm gonna say thrilling.
Okay.
I love that we're like I said this in the last one, which by the time you see this one, you guys will see the previous one. I just love the other storylines we're getting with connections to other things.
Yeah.
I'm loving that every episode I'm like left with so many questions and I'm just so eager and excited to watch the next episode. Like I'm so curious to how the military, and we'll talk about this later, but how like the military's involvement in this town and what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of biased since I was prior military, but just super cool to see. Like I'd never expected an It show with Pennywise to be like this. I expect like kids getting haunted in grocery stores and in bed, but not military involvement. But yes, that's mine. Did you guys think this episode felt scarier, more sad, or slower compared to the first one? And like, what do you think?
I think the suspense was there, the same as the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little more. It was definitely scarier, but that's about it. Everything else was like gave me the same feeling. It's a good show.
Yeah.
So far.
I feel like all the focal points are being hit each episode. So far, there's only been 2 episodes, but I feel like everything's kind of being hit because I feel like there's a lot of raw emotion from these characters, like the natural elements of fear just being like this episode we see, new kid in school or new kid returning to school. Like that's a normal child fear and it's coincided with all of these supernatural fears. Like that's the one element that's really been sticking out to me. And I think that's just, that story of Pennywise, essentially. Like he picks on people that are already fearful. So I think that they're doing a really, really good job of showing that and like blending it together throughout.
What's cool is I think for the returning students or the returning kids,
yep,
it is like especially what's her face?
Her name, I forget her name too.
The girl who's
The
dad.
main?
No.
The
girl who's
the one
dad.
that was in the bed.
Yeah.
In the bed, that's I have it. Sorry, Ronnie.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ronnie.
I think it's scary for her. Obviously, like her dad's getting blamed for the murders.
Right. Exactly.
But what's cool is the new student or the new kid,
Will.
Will is showing no fear like his dad, which is cool.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought that was
You
interesting.
know, and
too.
I'm like,
That we haven't seen yet, though.
doesn't seem that he's scared so far, just from what we've seen. You know, like it's like, I think that the thing that Austin brought up, where it's like, you know, you're going to a school, all this stuff, like you should be kind of scared, you know, but he's just like, I love science, you know, and like he's super excited. He seems like a really, really good kid and like a great character so far. Even, you know, when he got detention for being blamed for a smoke bomb, he wasn't like mad or anything about it. He's like, dude, I get to read my science book.
I'm by myself. Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is it, you know? Like, I thought that was dope. I'm like, this kid's dope, you know? Hopefully nothing bad happens to him.
Right. I mean, I feel like that kind of blends with like he's acting off of fact, not feeling, more so. Like he's not feeling.
So science, that's what I was going to bring up. Like the big point, like he's like, well, this is real. You know, I think he's going to be a major point. Like, hey, don't be scared of this. Like he's going to be that character.
Yeah, it's like that's just something you're feeling. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Max, you really not know?
I know. Does he end up dying?
You don't know who that is?
No, I don't know. Who is it?
So from the first It movie, the 2017 one, Mike, that's his dad, who his mom and dad died in a fire when he was a kid. So Will, when he's older, does die.
Yeah, but he doesn't die in the show.
No, he doesn't die in the show.
Confirmed. But you heard it first, Hero Brew podcast. We just spoiled the whole show for you.
Unless they retcon it, which I don't think that they would do that, but who knows?
I don't think so. I don't think
so, but you never know.
Yeah.
We know Will and Leroy, father and son, don't die.
Yes.
That's who we know.
Leroy
is his dad, the Air Force.
He doesn't
officer. Die? No, because he was Mike's grandpa, and he was in the first one. The first
at the
movie.
cattle ranch.
You're forgetting these characters, and I feel like an idiot. Oh,
okay. Yeah, that was his grandpa. That was Leroy.
Yep.
Oh, then we're good.
Yeah.
You gotta worry about anything.
We're good. It's fine. It'll be.
He doesn't. He
ain't scared of no clown.
Nah, he ain't gonna die. He's not. Where are we? Let's see. All right, we're kind of getting into some story and kind of theming questions, but obviously, the title of this episode is called "The Thing in the Dark." That definitely, just from that title alone, kind of sets a tone. What do you think the thing truly represents? Do you guys think it's more like representing fear, guilt, supernatural?
I want to say guilt a little bit. I mean, you could obviously say like the supernatural for sure. I think that guilt plays a big role in this episode. I think that Ronnie feels a lot of guilt when she's hearing her grandma and her dad talk about the whole movie theater and how the cops are like waiting outside of their house to essentially pinpoint the murders on him. You can hear at one point her grandma says like she shouldn't even have been there with those kids anyway. Like she's feeling the guilt from, you know, trying to help in that situation with the kids, and then it ultimately gets them killed. So it ultimately gets them killed. It ultimately kills them. It's a mutant freaking baby. Are you serious? But yeah, no, I'd say guilt is a good word that I think that the thing in the dark could be. Like I said, supernatural could definitely be something because you could just coincide it with it essentially. But yeah, I'd say guilt in my perspective.
Max?
Yeah, I would just say guilt. Kind of just everything Austin just said. Just because it's like, but not with Ronnie. I would say more so with like Lily. Yeah. Like,
in the store.
Especially what happens, it's like she's for sure like Ronnie's like, don't you feel guilty, basically? You know, like you're lying to them.
Yeah.
Or you're not telling the truth. And so it's like, I definitely feel like guilt is the biggest one. And then Ronnie's just scared of going back to the mental hospital. Spoiler, she does. So it's like, it's just stupid. Yeah. But yeah, definitely I think guilt and fear, like Lily's obviously scared, and then guilt is more like, I guess, like on Ronnie's part, like Ronnie's making her feel guilty. So
yeah.
Supernatural side of things, I'm not too sure if it's like fully supernatural yet, if that makes sense. You know, like I think we're just starting to really get into it. Like I know like the hallucinations and stuff are getting real, but like especially at the end of the episode, like pulling up the car and all that, like I think that's where the supernatural side kicks in. And like they're not even. I would say it's a fine line right now because they're not even the Army or the Air Force is like, they're like, yo, is it the Air Force?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Air Force is like chill, like they're like when they're talking about, oh, what did you find or whatever, they're like, what kind of machine is it? So it's like stuff like that. I'm like, we're almost to the supernatural side of things.
Yeah,
right.
But
no, yeah, I completely agree with both of you. I think this episode was all about guilt. I mean, Austin, you said it with Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
The guilt of her feeling like she got her father imprisoned. She has the guilt of she thinks she killed her mother from childbirth.
Yep.
Max, you said it with Lily and her guilt of getting her father killed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was other stuff about guilt in this episode. There's guilt from Leroy having his family dragged to another location to move, and he's not feeling very connected with his son, Will. Obviously, we find out he wasn't the one who got him the telescope. It was his mom. So he's really not, he feels guilty for not being really connected with his son because he doesn't really know much about him.
Yeah.
We see the guilt from his officer, who kind of set that whole thing up with those guys going in his bunk trying to beat him up and almost kill him, trying to get info. Because obviously they put him up to it to see if he would spill the secrets. So obviously he kind of admits and he feels that guilt of, oh, I put you through that. I think there was another thing that I'm forgetting. But yeah, I think this whole episode was just kind of built off of guilt, and people can feel fear from guilt, and Pennywise is just feeding off of that right now.
mm-hmm.
I agree.
We're starting to see Derry, or how Derry itself is like alive and feeling alive. And do you guys think that the town is more of a setting or a character at this point from everything that we've seen?
I mean, it has its character qualities for sure. I think that there are elements that definitely tie into like Pennywise essentially using it as a character, which I think is really, cool. For me, I still view it as just like the setting essentially. Like this is just where people are, they're trapped. Like kids are trapped for sure. Like we saw it with Maddie in the first episode, just trying to get out of there. It wasn't even because of this, but it was more so just like he's just trying to get out of a bad situation. I still view it as a setting, and I think that the character flows through it essentially. If that makes any sense. I mean, that could just be out of left field, but that's how I view it. I think that it's being used in character qualities, but at the same time, it's still just the setting.
Max?
I disagree with Austin.
That's fair.
Okay.
I could totally see it being its own thing.
Why do you think it's a character?
I think they're all possessed. I don't think it's not possessed, but I think they're all like affected by it. Like you notice that with like the actual city itself, it's like they keep mentioning like, oh, I've been here for this long. I've been here for this long. I've been here for this long. Yeah. In this episode, they clearly stated like, they've been there for a while. The very first episode, like someone's trying to get out and they end up going back. Some part of me feels like they're just trapped in there. And so, yeah, I just think it's, I think there's something weird about Derry. I think it's all being like controlled kind of.
Yeah.
From my sense of things. Like, I mean, you see the whole scene when what's-his-face's family, or his wife goes to town to go buy, like, the roast. And it's like, it was weird because it wasn't much like these people are being racist, right? Or looking at her weird. Obviously, we get that, but it wasn't even that bad when she was walking down the street. But it's like when she went to go help the kid, it was just like, it was almost like, dude, no one was doing anything. Everyone was like, oh yeah, boys will be boys, right?
This is normal,
like, dude, I'm like, something's up with this town.
Dude, this town's just so jacked up, and we've seen that in all the movies so far. Yeah. Like you said, like the adults in this, I mean, the kids are messed up. The amount of bullies that we see and just messed up things they do. The adults don't act like normal adults at all. They let all this stuff happen. Like even in the first movie when Henry Bowers and his goons are cutting up Ben with a knife on the bridge, the old couple just drive by and don't do anything. Obviously, like a little red balloon pops up, like, oh, it's Pennywise, but still, I see it both ways. Obviously, it's a town, it's a setting, but I see it as a character as well. But at this point, just of everything, like this town's just super messed up, and I would never want to live there.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah, I completely get, like I said, I think it has the character qualities for sure, but yeah, just to me, it's just like it still feels like that setting. But yeah, I could
Hmm.
totally see how it's becoming its own character in general. Like it's
Yeah.
not going to just be this setting. It's like Max said, the whole town is going to be controlled, and it's like its own. It's like a hive mind. Essentially, is how I
Yeah.
view it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So
I'm gonna skip one. Obviously, at the end of the episode, we finally see what the military's plan is. This is obviously the 1960s. Cold
mhm.
War is happening. Leroy is briefed by his officer, his commanding officer, what their real plan is in the town of Derry. Obviously, they have, wow, how am I forgetting his name? The guy from The Shining. I just said it earlier to
Dick
you guys.
Halloran.
Dick Halloran, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
They have Dick Halloran. Obviously, he has special gifts. He's able to kind of sense supernatural things.
Mm-hmm.
So they're using him. They're searching for something. Do you guys like how they're starting to kind of mix, like, obviously the Cold War paranoia? Wow.
Paranoia.
Thank
Yep.
you. With the like supernatural fear that they now kind of know of because of Dick Halloran. Do you guys like that combo, or do you guys think it's kind of taken away from just like the pure horror factor?
I have mixed feelings about it as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like it is kind of like a separate story a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's its own thing. It's like even in the show, it's like, okay, they can't talk about any of the military stuff.
Right.
So the military stuff is its own thing. I'm like, if they wanted to, they could have done 2 shows,
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the part I feel like they're like, obviously this episode was a little bit longer than the last one,
Mm-hmm.
but it just I feel like there's a lot right now, and it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't need to be a lot. Like I think they should just focus on one and
Right.
really focus on it, because I'm intrigued in both,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
but I want more from both.
From each
So
of
like
them,
the
yeah.
military one, I feel like the military one's like it's starting to make sense a little bit. Obviously, I think the third episode's probably gonna be a little more military based,
Focus.
but
Yeah.
hopefully, there's not much you can do with like. I don't think there like besides the girl going to the mental hospital, like there's really not much more you could do in the show with the kids right now,
Yeah.
as from what the story is. I mean, unless you just connect that, but it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with Max. I mean, I do think that I'm wanting more. I find myself in the same spot where it's like I'm wanting more from each storyline. So I think that that's where I'm kind of held up on saying like, is it a good combo at this point?
Yeah.
At this point, yes, I do, but also I'm in that same boat where it's like, man, I really wish we could just dive into this, and that kind of blends with what I was saying earlier about wanting to binge this because it's like I hate having to get these little tidbits of each thing week after week, and it's like, dude, and I know that's part of like the story of a show rather than a movie, but with how these shows are centered so much around like 2 focal points, it just really leaves me wanting more each week. And I think that that's good and bad to some extent. With some shows, I do enjoy the suspense of waiting, things like that. But I feel like with this one, it's just I'm really struggling with like the blend of the two. Not to say that either of them are bad by any means, but it's like, I'm waiting and waiting for more
It does.
from
It
each
feels
of them.
separate. It
Yeah,
feels
it feels
separate.
very divided
Mhm.
at this point.
Just because it's like literally in the show they do it on purpose. Obviously, it's like they're literally saying, "Hey, we can't talk about it." It's more like, well, what can't you talk about? And we're starting to get there. And so I'm sure episode 3 is going to be better. Like
Mm-hmm.
moving forward, I think the balance will be better. I think the balance is just a little off right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
I completely agree with you guys. It is weird. I'm trying to think how they're gonna blend the adult storyline with the kids.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even I don't know if you saw it yet, Max, but the episode 3 teaser.
I didn't sit through it.
Basically, it's just teasing like they're sending Dick Halloran as well as Leroy and someone else to a location, and from what we see, it's like the house that Pennywise is at, where it leads down to his like main area.
His little
And
cave.
yeah, and Dick Halloran's down there. You see
Pad.
his pad. Yeah, you see Pennywise's little clown cart thing open up, and then his Dick Halloran's face. He looks super shocked and scared, and then it just ends like that. So it will be interesting how. I mean, I'm assuming it's just going to be the kids are going to set off on their own quest and the two are just going to intermingle, and they're going to be forced to kind of not work together, but it seems like it's kind of how it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of do like how they're. I'll say this first. I'm very confused how they don't even know what it is, and they want to weaponize it and use it in the war already. They don't even.
Job.
Yeah. We've seen that in a lot of different things,
especially in the Cold War era. You know, it's like they're like, oh, if you have something to say, go talk to JFK about it or whatever.
They're just gonna go knock on Pennywise's door, like, hey, we'll pay you some good bucks if you come work with us.
Right. Well, and it's like if they have the inkling that it's something from outer space too. Like this is pre-moon landing or right after 60.
This is 1962 is the show right now.
Moon landing was at 63 or 4.
I think it was a little closer 67? To the 70s.
Okay, 67? So yeah, they haven't even
late 60s, I think.
Is it not 67? I would feel like an idiot if the moon landing was not in 67. Let me check.
But like that's also where I can kind of see that. It's like they don't even
69?
know.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, so it's
69.
You know, this is 7 years before they've even touched on the moon. If they have the inkling that it's something from space, you know, they're like, well, shoot, like we want to be the first to be able to discover it. Like, you know, there was this ongoing space race between Russia and the US.
Space,
It's like if you essentially
it was Apollo 1 was in 67 and never made it. The mission never flew. So Apollo 11 69. Got it.
Shout out.
You're too dang smart, Max.
That was good.
That's pretty good. That was ball knowledge right there. NASA, if you're listening,
Apollo 1, baby. If you aim first, you're last.
If you aim first, you're last. But yeah, I mean, space race, I think that any technology that could help them get to the moon quicker would be something that they're also thinking about.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, this is a prequel. We all know nothing's going to end well, so.
Yeah, that's real.
I have a few questions about kind of like characters and go on a little deep dive of those.
Okay.
This is my opinion. I don't know if you guys have a different opinion, but it feels like Lily's visions are kind of becoming way more intense. I mean, and you could easily argue this, but becoming more intense than others. We haven't seen other characters really get these kind of visions and things with Pennywise, but do you guys think that she could be kind of connected to Pennywise in a way, or just being haunted by trauma?
I think that I don't think she's directly connected to Pennywise, like backstory wise. But it is that it's just the thing Pennywise is, right? Like he hunts on fear, right? He haunts on guilt, like we mentioned. Obviously, she was one of the last people. Like even in the first episode, she felt guilty because she was one of the last people that saw
Survivor's guilt.
Face. You know, well, no, that saw what's his face.
Yeah. Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie. And so it's like you see that aspect of it. So she's already feeling kind of guilty, and Pennywise is hunting that. You know, that's what Pennywise is after. It's like now it's like with the mom and Ronnie's story. It's like, okay, cool. It's like that's what he's after. He's after like the guilt aspect of everything. Like, does she feel guilty for? Like, I'm assuming her mom died at childbirth. That's at least from what I'm getting from the episode. So, like, it's like he's literally haunting them on guilt. With the actual vision itself, I'm a little confused by it, because was the little demon baby a vision, or was it like actual thing that popped out?
Happens. It for sure happened. Like, obviously she wakes up kind of in the position of when she was holding Susie's hand when it got bit off, but it kind of made you think like, oh, did it not happen? But it happened for sure.
Well, that's the thing though. So it's like, did the other visions happen, right? So Ronnie had a vision, Lily had a vision. It's like even her in the first episode, her going to the bathtub, listening to the bathtub when what's his face was like singing the song. It's like obviously Pennywise is doing it, but it's like he's literally toying with them. And so it's like
he could have killed her though. I'm just saying. In the theater,
he didn't kill her. Yeah,
he didn't. He got Susie, and next thing you know, you see Ronnie run in, and Lily just stands up and she's fine. Like there's no reason he couldn't have killed her.
Yeah,
Austin,
he's just playing with her.
I mean, I have a theory, but I want to hear what you say.
I mean, I think that ultimately, I don't know how much of a connection she has with Pennywise, but at the same time, there could be. Like deep down, we
Mhm.
still have how many more episodes? 7, 5?
I don't even
Is it-
know how many
Is
episodes
it
we're getting.
8 episodes? 6 more than? I don't know. Something along
Probably.
those lines. Um, well, on top of her having all of this guilt, losing your father, being the survivor, lone survivor of that movie theater massacre, seeing Maddie for the last time before he was gone, like there's all these different things, but not only that, like she keeps ending up alone. Call it what it
Mhm.
is. She's an easy target because she's alone. Her mom doesn't really listen to her. All she really cares about is her not being not taking her meds because she knows that she's kind of mentally ill to some extent. She may deny that, but deep down, I think that all of this fear and all this trauma is really pouring into her illness to some extent.
I'm gonna agree and disagree with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
But deep down, I think that she's creating her own aloneness to some extent as well. I think that Ronnie is, someone that's trying to be there, but it's like she's choosing to do things. She's being put into really difficult situations, like with Bowers's grandpa, I believe that was, as the chief of police.
Mhm.
He essentially like gives her like an ultimatum, I guess you could say, or like kind of pins her in a corner to say like, you saw him do it. That being Ronnie's dad. But yeah, I just think there's a lot of things essentially that are, haunting her deep down internally for sure. And I think Pennywise is definitely picking up on that.
I hope Lily dies.
I want to hear why you were agreeing to disagree with Austin, but I want to say my theory.
I think her mom. I think her mom cares about her. Her mom was trying to take her to the grave. I think she's choosing not to. Like she obviously chose not to go see her dad's grave. All this stuff. Like yeah, she's taking blame for it. That's why she doesn't want to go do it. But she's like, it's been how long? What was it? Like a year or?
It's only been a year.
I think
Well, that's what I'm saying. So her mom was like trying to help her. Her mom's like, "Hey, it's been a year. You're
never
still
go
not going
out
to
there,
come out.
yeah.
You never go out there. You haven't been there one time yet."
Mm-hmm.
I think her mom's kind of just like done with everything. Like, dude, you're not listening to me. You're not. I think she does care.
Right.
This episode, like the first episode, I was definitely like pro Lily. This episode, I really don't care. Like, I hope it made me like. No, cared about her in this episode, but it made me not care for her as a character. Where I'm like, dude, I'm glad. Like, I was so glad when she went to the mental asylum. I was like, yeah, you deserved it, you stupid little girl.
Yeah.
You know?
She's like I said, she's creating her own aloneness. Like deep down, she is. She's doing it to herself, whether she realizes it or not. This is what's happening. Like you have a team that's trying to support you, but at the same time, you're
she
actively
has friends
doing
everywhere.
things.
Everywhere she goes,
So,
but she just chooses to be crazy by herself.
I think Pennywise is using her. That's my theory.
I could see it too, 100%.
I think he's using her in a different way than how he used Henry Bowers.
Yeah.
I think obviously you could say, oh, but like he's still trying to kill her.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's like my only contradiction. I'm like, oh, but why would that happen? But I think he's using her. Everything she's done so far has basically gotten her friends killed and gotten Pennywise to kind of feed off of that fear. I mean, she was so scared that she just basically put Ronnie's dad in jail.
Yeah.
She said he twisted my words, but I don't think that's what happened. There's a reason we didn't see what was actually
She's
said.
scared of going back to the mental hospital.
Yeah.
Like, that's
which I get.
She's crazy. I don't. She's crazy,
dude. In the '60s, mental asylums, though.
But okay, yes, yeah, 100%. But imagine being in the '60s as an African American man.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's like, dude, like they're gonna like they already like his daughter's smart,
Yeah,
like,
she knows.
Ronnie's like, this is what's gonna happen. You have to just tell them what you saw. Like that's it. She's like, oh well, I really don't fucking care, basically.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
doesn't bother me. Is what she thinks, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I think it does bother her to an extent, and I think that's why she's sitting alone by herself at a table. And not just being like just pretending like nothing happened. But I think that part irritates me more because I'm like, dude, you're already contemplating. Just tell everyone like what is it. And then she falls down on her sword and like sends him to jail. And I'm like, dude, you're such an idiot. I don't know. That part really pissed me off. I really don't like Lily. Like I really do hope she turns into a clown and like like that's who they need to kill in season 3 or something.
Cameron, do you think Pennywise is using?
Spoiler alert.
You think they're using Pennywise is using Lily as like a fork to feed himself with all these kids? He's just shoveling them into his little.
I basically yes to that, but and I have a question about it, but I think there's a character even more so that I firmly believe is literally a manifestation of Pennywise.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys really paid attention too much in like the episode, but you know the character is her name Marge?
It's Marge.
Marge, right? Yeah. I'm fully believing that's Pennywise.
Marge is the girl with glasses?
Yes.
Yeah. I could see that.
I'm like, dude, there's literally the scene where she's walking down the hallway with the girls. In her glasses, it literally looks like the deadlights.
Yeah.
And how her smile is, it literally looks like Pennywise's teeth.
Yeah, I agree.
And like there's been a couple
the
orange lights, and there's been a couple instances of that. I'm like, that's gotta be Pennywise.
Right. Like he has certain characters throughout the show that he's controlling more and using more. And I think that would make sense that she's one of them.
Also,
for sure.
like Marge is saying, like, "Oh, Lily, why are you ignoring me and like not talking to me?" But then, meanwhile, she's like literally not talking to Lily and trying to hang out with the popular girls, making Lily feel alone. But
yeah,
there's been a couple instances of that.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I could see Marge definitely. Like when that scene happened when they're walking in the hallway, I was like, they didn't do that just for like shits and gigs, you know, that was for some reason. Like they're definitely building to his plot line that'll show up later in the show. But yeah, that was definitely, it's that, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Like I see that, like I see those eyes. You're not fooling me. But yeah, that was definitely something that stood out. Like I even forgot about that part. Like that was like such a crucial part of the episode because you notice it and you're like, wait a minute, that looks familiar.
Yep.
So
I have a lot more other questions, but I'm gonna just kind of do a couple more so we can move on with the next topic because we've been talking about it for a while now. All right, if you guys were in Derry and saw your worst fear take shape, what would Pennywise become for you personally?
Can I answer Max's? I know his.
Yes.
Pennywise would be an ant, a pile of ants crawling on him until and he'd be an anthill. Is that crazy?
I'll be like, because Luna sleeps on me at night. I'll be like sleeping, and I'll just like pet her,
and
then like it just turns into like an anthill, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? I would lose it.
And they start crawling up your arm.
Yeah, I would absolutely lose it.
No, that'd be awful.
Glad I was able to get that one right. Was I right or was I wrong?
Yeah, you were right. I wouldn't think of anything else. Like don't let it be an ant, please.
What about you, Austin?
Like,
I'm not a big fan of clowns, to be honest with you. Don't like it. This is probably not the show for me and movie for me, but those for sure. That's tough, man. It's just like a bunch of jump scares like that. It's just he just keeps jump scaring me every day. I'm just like, dude, stop it. I can't do this. Yeah, no, clowns are definitely up there for me. Maybe like spider, like a big ass spider, essentially.
Like so his normal form.
I was gonna say like I was like, oh god.
Yeah, the two worst things in this show.
Part 2.
I think mine would be probably just straight from It 2 when Ben was being like buried alive.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that's like a huge fear, but I would be terrified of being buried alive.
Yeah, that's
so like or like especially like in a tight space, like nah.
Claustrophobic, like type.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
No, I could never do that. All right, that's pretty much.
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to give that more thought.
All right, here's another one too. Do you guys think Pennywise is awake yet, or is he still just gathering the strength through fear and trauma?
I think he's still building.
Still kind of dormant, feeding.
Yeah. Like these versions of Pennywise that we're seeing, like it's getting progressively worse throughout the show. It started off with episode 1 just being a mutant baby. Like that's the rawest form
literally
of
physically like they showed us it being born.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, like Pennywise is like,
he's back.
27 years are up. I'm born again.
Back. Yeah, I'm born again, and this is me. What's up? I'm back.
And the mutant baby was bigger when it attacked him in the theater.
Yeah, it was. It's gaining.
That was a big boy.
Yeah. So
big.
I think he's still getting stronger.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You agree, Max?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know much about like how much strength he would need to like come back, but
think about it. Enough. Think about it like a bear. He's hibernating for the winter.
I think
he's got to get back.
I think he's already back.
Just full strength?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
I don't know.
I think he's just toying with them. I think that's just how he is.
We're about to see prime Pennywise. We're talking like prime Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see what the differences would be from right now, from what we're getting right now to.
No,
it can get worse.
I mean, I know it can get worse, but I feel like he's just playing with them.
Yeah, he's just warming up. Dude's literally in pregame warm-ups, putting up threes.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yep.
I can't wait till the next season when we see Pennywise on the side of the building with a gun.
Dude. Well, because like at the end of the episode is literally that
showing. Yeah, the car gets pulled out, and it was that same one from the intro with the bullet holes in it and the skeletons inside. And Dick Halloran's like, "Told you guys."
Yeah, he's like, "I knew it. This is what I saw." What if the intro is just Dick Halloran's Visions? It's just with that song playing too. He's just like,
dude. All I'm saying is, whenever he's on screen, I feel comfortable.
In the car again?
It was that skeletons with like the guns of. You didn't get to really see the intro, but it was something that was in the intro. 1962, so 27 years prior, during Pennywise's last feeding time, it was that time frame.
Yeah, we can watch the intro, dude. At some point, we'll watch it right after.
All right, last thing before we go to Max's section, give episode 2 a rating out of 10 red balloons.
Not red balloons.
Yeah, dude,
I'm gonna do like 1 because I don't want any red balloons.
7 red balloons. Okay.
Yeah.
7.5. I cut a balloon in half and it popped. So 7.
I'll give it 8 red balloons.
Yeah.
8 red balloons.
Did you say 8 big booms? No.
Boom.
No, my God.
All right.
Please don't sue us. Big justice.
We're gonna get to.
Yeah.
We're that popular. We're gonna get to. They're watching it.
They're like, yeah, the Hero Brew. They did our big booms / big dooms. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, Max. It's on to you.
Sick. I just have. We're do this super short, super quick.
Sorry it took so long.
No, we won't talk about it too long, but we'll just do some agree or disagree questions.
We're back.
It is back. We are back.
We are.
We need to get like little Pennywise ones.
No, we don't.
For spooky season. Yeah, we do.
I told Austin.
Spooky season's over. It's November.
Max, when you stepped out earlier, I told Austin, like, dude, just imagine if I like had like a legit like on-screen Pennywise costume and makeup done, Max, and you just come back, and I'm just like,
he probably would have left the Riverside.
I would have not pressed record.
Max. Yeah,
I'd be like,
hiya, Georgie.
What a nice,
guys.
What a nice sweatshirt.
What a nice poster.
Never gonna wear it again.
All right,
poster.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
What a nice cat.
Shout out Scoopflow for the sick gear, dude. Appreciate it.
Shout out Scoopflow.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Cool. The child characters are more compelling than the adults so far, from all that we've talked about.
More compelling, as in
more compelling to the story. More compelling, as in like you feel more attached to them. More compelling, like we care about their story more than the adults. So 3, 2, 1.
Wow, dude, we just all have the same wavelength.
Yeah, I would say after episode 1, I would probably say agree.
Yeah.
Episode 2, though, I'm like done with the kids. I'm like,
okay, I mean, we know how some of the stories end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fully on board of like I want to see how Dick Halloran's plays a part in all this. I want to see I'm excited to see that stuff more.
Exactly. Yeah. Same. All right. Next one. Someone we've already met will be revealed to be the pawn of Pennywise. 3, 2.
That's crazy.
You don't have to count.
Bud. Haha.
Yeah. Imagine Max just says disagree.
It's for the audio visual, like audio listeners.
Yeah, audio listeners. We all said agree, by the way.
Yeah, we all said agree. Okay, yeah, agree. I like it. Yeah, we've already had some speculations, so.
Mm-hmm.
Pennywise loves using pawns, man. We've seen it before.
He's just playing chess.
Yeah. He's used a pawn in every project we've seen.
Yep.
True.
And I think we already got introduced to him.
Them.
It. Like, we got introduced to it.
Welcome to Derry could surpass It, Chapter 1, so the newer one, obviously, if it keeps this momentum.
First It.
Could is the main word.
3, 2, 1. Agree. Yeah, I completely agree. I think this show's doing a really good job. I think it is better than It, Chapter 2, or It 2. What is it called, Chapter 2?
It's
It Chapter 2.
The first one's It, and then It Chapter 2.
Yeah, so the first, It Chapter 1, and then Chapter, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it's already better than that. So I think if it keeps going, I think it could be better. I just think as a whole, we need to like watch it. You guys ready?
Yep.
Cool. The real villain of the story might not. The real villain of the story might not be Pennywise, but the town itself. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I was gonna say disagree as well.
I mean, you could.
No, I would say both, because I wouldn't be like, I already mentioned that I think the town is being controlled, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's just a fucked up town, and they're
I mean,
their fear and stuff is what's fueling Pennywise.
Derry is Pennywise at this point.
Well,
he was
that's
there
what I'm
long
saying.
before Derry.
Yeah, was
Yeah.
it?
He was there with
dude, he landed there
Native Americans
millions of years ago.
Yeah.
They
He
said
destroyed.
it
He was scaring velociraptors by being a T-Rex.
Dude, imagine with a balloon.
But he can't grab him because his arms are too short. He's like, no, come here.
This kind of goes into it, I think, at the end of it, but this is just like a conclusion question. But this series will make you more afraid of the town of Derry itself than Pennywise as of right now, and how the question is of what we talked about. 3,
That's
2,
really tough.
1.
I mean,
Yeah, agree. Yeah, I do think so. Like, I wouldn't want to go back to that town again.
I think this
if I were ever
season's gonna end on such a terrifying, just like messed up way,
And the town's not going to care.
and the town's not gonna care. They're gonna go back to like their normal day to day, and it's just gonna be super messed up. It's gonna end
And then
in some
27 years
sinister
later,
way.
there's a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's kind of all we had for the podcast today. It was a good one. A little bit. It was good. I liked it. And I'm excited to see where the next episode takes us. Definitely going to see like the supernatural / alien side, hopefully, of it all. And then they gave us a little bit of hints already. I don't know if you guys picked up on the cues during the show or during the episode, but they had like they were talking about the telescope, all that stuff. I think that's going to have a huge, role in it. Like, if we get lost, we just look at the stars and stuff. I'm like, stars are going to be moving when you get lost. I could see it already. Like, they're going to have a scene where he's like, they're lost. They're going to look up the stars, and stars are just like moving around them and be like, yep, y'all are dead. So
good luck.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where the show takes us. Like I said, I don't care about Lily anymore, and I thought she was going to be the best part of the show. So who knows? You guys have anything else to say about the episode or the show so far?
Great show so far.
I don't think it's weird because Lily's going to the mental asylum, but in episode 3 preview, she's back with her friends. So I don't know how that's going to be.
Weird.
I thought we were going to get like a whole episode of her there with some terrifying stuff in the mental asylum. Like, oh yeah, this is going to be peak.
Couldn't do it. But that is actually interesting. I got to take a look at that. Sick. Well, thank you everyone for brewing with us once again. Magic Mind, if you hear this, hook us up with some of your sleep stuff.
I need that sleep. Yeah.
What is the sleep potion?
It's I don't know what it's called, but I need the sleep.
It's called Magic Mind Sleep.
I need the sleep version ASAP.
Yeah, that one's. Well, send us some. We'll talk about it. Other than that, thank you so much, everyone. Next episode will be next week, and then we'll talk about episode 3. Hopefully, some other news, and then you can find us at the Hero Brew Podcast on all socials. Drop down in the comments. What's your biggest fear? If it were to turn into a manifestation of it, what would it be?
Love to hear it.
Yeah, we love to hear it. We love you guys engaging with us.
We'll shout you guys out in the next one, too.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a feature in the next episode.
Who knows? Maybe. We'll shout out Big Cali Mo. But, yeah, dude. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Peace out.